I think one thing to really know is that as a community and as a healthcare system, early identification of these
Right.
ACEs is really important. And I think that as a system of care, that's one thing that we're really looking at. When you look at integrated healthcare, we're building measures of how do we work with families and individuals to screen to even see if these factors are affecting them. And I think that is huge when you look in the world of prevention and how do you identify ACEs at an earlier point in time. Because I think we would wait until there was a crisis or something came up, and then we would, get services into the home or connect with resources. And so as a system of care, we're really moving in a direction of how do we identify this way earlier, and so that we can decrease that and support
Absolutely.
families in a very different way. I think that's
Absolutely.
really important to look at it from that lens.
That's a great point. And Amy, to where you were about to go, talking about supports that may be available to mitigate these effects, if you could expound on some of those.
I'm going to throw it over to Sam for the start of this one
Okay.
for our
Sure.
concrete supports.
Yeah, so Amy was just talking about that social support and social connection. And I think that piece moves with, when you think about prevention and then you move to maybe intervention, that piece is really critical throughout that entire spectrum. So when we're looking at prevention, we're looking at building those connections. But when we're looking at intervention, we want to build those connections. And so ultimately, when you look at the services that we provide, say at NCSS, there's always an opportunity for that social connection. So really everything that we're doing is an opportunity to support someone to manage the effects of adverse childhood experiences. That being said, we also have a number of supports that are perhaps more targeted to traumatic symptoms. We're working on offering some trauma-focused interventions. We currently offer child and family traumatic stress intervention, and that's an opportunity for a kid who's maybe just experienced a traumatic event to come in with their parent and get some support in really the immediate aftermath of an event to try to mitigate and minimize further development of some post-traumatic symptoms. We also use the attachment regulation and competency model in our division in Children, Youth, and Family, and that's really a framework that allows us to look at all of the work that we do and consider how do we support kids and families to build resilience in the face of adversity, in the face of these different events. And that's something that we thread through all of our programming in CYF to make sure that all of our staff are really getting that good training to provide that level of support. We're also offering a new model, and that's what's so exciting, I think, about working at NCSS is we're always looking for the next thing that's going to help our clients and community. And so we're offering, just beginning, some child-parent psychotherapy. And that's an opportunity for the little ones, the 0 to 6 kids, to get some support with their families around how do we deal with, events that have happened to them.